seconds.
Yeah.
Five moves. I mean, okay.
Let's go. For you, it's no problem, you know.
Well,
but
it's pretty obvious what White's doing. Yeah, I mean, Levon played Rook F5 right
yeah,
away.
but why did he exchange? He played Rook F7. You know, exchanging off pieces.
I just thought it was very messy. I didn't see exactly what happened.
It was very, very messy. But,
no, he'll make time control, I think. I mean, how can he not? I mean, just Rook C... No, because I mean, the thing is, you go Rook C5 and then you move your king or knight.
So you go Rook C4 now.
Ah, Rook C4, good move.
Yeah.
Ah, very good move, very good move.
Yeah.
Ah, still have some class. Yeah,
Thank you.
Grandpa chess.
You're welcome back. I had Vladimir Kramnik saying I'm playing grandpa chess yesterday. You're welcome back here.
Rook C4 is a very good move, actually. Yeah, very good move. I didn't see that. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, can Black really create any threats immediately? I just mean because Rook C4, I'm going King G3 instantly, and then
C5, B4,
and then I'm going King F4, King F3 right away too.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually no. If you get C5, B4, probably takes Knight D5, some A5. Yeah. I mean, it should be holding. But yeah, actually.
But you see, this was a very strange choice. When the guy's got seconds left, why do you play Rook F7? I don't know. C5 or something, you know. Just
yeah, but you know it's Anish. She has to be precise. That's kind of the point. No, probably saw C5, Knight E2, Rook D2, Rook F6 or something like this, and he. But then Rook G6.
Rook G6.
Because Knight F4, King G5. No, I mean.
Yeah.
Actually, that's quite good. No, you're right. Actually, from a practical standpoint, to trade the rooks doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
When the guy's got seconds, the guy's got seconds. I mean.
Okay, but it's Anish. You know, he has to be precise. I mean, you can't give any counterplay. I mean, he has to be precise. So that's why he did that. But of course, I don't like the decision. When you consider the time. Because actually, just C5. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But like I said, I mean, you see some counterplay, you get a little bit scared. I mean.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so he played Rook C4, King G3. Now, Bishop G6, Rook D5 should be holding, so... Is there any sort of trick here? Maybe C6?
C6 is actually what this thing is suggesting. C6, A5, and B4.
Yeah,
which
C6
is probably the best chance. I mean, but White should be okay, but still some...
Yeah, actually with like 7 seconds, if Black plays C6, I mean... No. Okay, I mean, if Levon is actually calculating very well, he'll be fine. But I mean... To calculate really well in this position when okay.
Yeah. It's the simplest move, C5.
No, the thing is, C6 creates that trick because you're threatening King F4, you go Bishop G6, Rook E5, King F6, or something really weird like that. And I don't know if White's...
Dominate.
Yeah, I don't know if White's Rook is getting trapped somehow. Not trapped, but dominated, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... but, I mean, No, I mean, I think he'll make move 40. If he makes move 40, he'll hold.
Okay, the moment he reaches move 40, we will come straight onto your very interesting game. But we'll just see if he makes it. It looks highly likely. The worst is over. Only two moves to make.
I don't see how he doesn't make it. I think it might just be a drive in at move 40, pretty much.
Yeah.
Knight A4 or Knight D5. Yeah, because A5 you have Knight E3, right? Yeah, but B3?
Yeah, B3 is possible.
B3?
Some tricks. But it's move 40. So Anish has...
B3, Knight E3 should be holding.
Yeah, Knight E3 is a very
But I mean, still, Knight E3, Rook D4... Still, or probably Rook A5, Rook D2, Knight F5 or something. Yeah, it should be holding.
Yeah. Okay. We just.
I mean, he might even just take the knight actually.
Yeah, if we know. Anish. I mean, he's got 40 something seconds.
But they made move 40, yeah?
Well, that's 40 for White.
For White, okay.
Yeah, so he's got, we'll just see this. We've got half a minute maximum. And he's having a think. Levon has probably gone to the bathroom, if he's got any sense. He's played b3. Okay. So more tricky move. Okay. Well, thanks.
Shall I try to get Magnus? Or well,
yeah,
you
can,
probably start.
If you can find him, but
Yep.
we will
Yep.
kick off. So. Great. Run us through the game.
Sure,
Hikaru.
yeah. Okay, so so I played the Najdorf like the last time in Bilbao. But I mean, the thing is, last time Magnus played slightly different order. He played it like this. I think this is how the game went. Something like this. So last time we ended up playing a G3 Najdorf via this other order.
Right. Okay.
But I think perhaps actually Magnus didn't realize that at the time when he played G3, I was planning to play G6 anyway.
Yes.
Because we ended up transposing. After G3, this turns into a G3 Najdorf.
Yeah.
Different order, of course, but just all transposes. So I'd looked at this. So I'd looked at a few moves here.
Knight d7. You shouldn't move the same piece twice in the opening. Are you happy with that move? Just
it's the best move. It's the best move. At least from what I saw, it's the best move.
Right.
I mean, because basically the idea is simple. I just want to exchange and go b6, bishop b7, almost no matter what white does here.
Right.
Like if white plays queen d2, I do the same thing.
It felt like you were a little bit worse in the game.
Worse?
You thought you were better.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay.
Well, I mean, we'll see. Someone was better. I think that much is clear. Somewhere around here, there were a lot of options here. Like, I wasn't really I could have played it like this in a5, and I wasn't really sure what's going on. This was one way I could have played where it's very interesting, I think.
So a rook to the
Which
C,
rook?
well, probably the A rook.
Yeah, because if you go this way, then I have this a4 trick, a3, a4, because this.
Yeah.
But, but if you play rook ac1, but even knight c5 here?
Yeah, a3 is
and
forced.
a4?
Yeah, b4 I have to
Knight
play.
b3?
And okay, so I have to go.
I
have to go in. I have to go
Where?
in. C6.
Knight d4?
Knight d4, and I have to play rook c1 or something like that. You
But I mean, is this really supposed to be that dangerous?
takes.
b5?
And you
But here you have bishop
f1,
f1, queen b8. Yeah, I mean, maybe this is too much.
Queen
but,
d3.
But I mean, okay, here, I don't even have to do that. Let's just say I ignore it and play b5.
That is probably much wiser.
I mean, it's just, I wasn't really sure what was going on. Like, I had this one, but
it
was very interesting. Then after b5, rook a c1. Yeah, there were a few, what was I considering here? It takes, I was also considering a5 here. This is also, I think, quite interesting. But I wasn't really sure what's going on.
Rook c1.
Well, no, if rook c1, then I'm happy, because then I get a better version, I think, right? Or is it just going to transpose?
That's the same, isn't it?
Oh, so it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's just totally irrelevant. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, but I was thinking that here white could also maybe play knight c7. This is what I wasn't sure about. So if I go rook c8, then there's rook fc1, and knight c5 doesn't work, so knight b5. And knight d6 next.
Knight d6. Bishop. Yes, that.
Yeah, bishop a6,
this is
knight
knight
d6,
d6 and knight
exactly,
takes c8. Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, like it was like. Yeah, so I mean, I wasn't sure about that, so I just figured I should just take right away, a5. And here is another big question. I don't have to play knight c5 here, but I did. So a3, f5, b4, takes. Yeah, and here, I mean, f4 doesn't quite work, because white just takes and goes queen f3.
Yeah.
After knight d7, just rook takes f4, and it's just a pawn.
And that's a very important pawn because it's a battering ram, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, without that pawn, it's just terrible. So, I mean, yeah, like all this, I think is. I mean, I could have gone king h8 too, but I didn't. I thought on king h8 it's a worse version because now I don't have queen g5.
Right.
So that's why I played rook f7. Yeah, actually, I was very worried about this move, rook c7, not queen takes d6. And I wasn't really sure what I was doing. Actually, this was the one moment when I was a little bit concerned about the position, was if he played rook c7.
King
g7, queen takes d6. And I mean, this I wasn't sure about at all. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I have rook a2, and it's still some queen h4 tricks. It's very hard to know what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I think black should be okay just because
You're very active.
I'm very active, and even though I'm not mating white, I mean, white's king and the bishop.
Not
are gonna
immediately. Not
No,
immediately.
I'm never mating with the bishop on f1, unless I get something to the back rank. But I mean, I thought this was very interesting too.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't sure what was going on, but I figured somehow I should have enough counterplay. But after this, queen g5. Yeah, I thought here king h1 was definitely not correct. I thought maybe rook c8 first made more sense. The point being, I think takes, king g7. Now on king h1, I think f3 white can at least take here. I think this is a difference.
Right, okay.
I mean, but even this, after rook f3, maybe I still have enough counterplay to draw this, maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah, probably rook f3 takes and king h6. I mean, queen takes d5.
Queen takes d5, right.
Yeah, I mean, I have that, so... I mean, even this I suspect is enough, because white's king is so open, and the pawns are all spread out over the board. So I thought that was quite interesting. But after king h1...
Did you get optimistic at any point? Because,
I mean, after I played knight f6, I started to get really optimistic. So I feel like here it's already... only black can possibly be better, I think.
Yeah.
At this point. I don't see how white can be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, once we reached this position, I was now up like five minutes on the clock, and everything without the increment. I started getting optimistic.
Question. I was wondering about queen g3. Here.
Yeah, I mean, I think queen e6 is wrong. That goes without saying. But I think queen g3, queen d2 is also really unclear.
Oh, this is interesting. Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't sure even what's going on.
Can you take on f3?
Yeah, you can take, and I mean, for example, I have knight h5, and this should be enough to draw.
Queen e3.
Yeah, queen e3. I don't know. Rook takes f2 maybe, or queen f. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Okay, so rook takes f2.
So I take your queen.
Takes. Probably you should check, I assume. Yeah. If you don't check, then you're in.
Yeah.
King g7. Bishop c4. I mean, somehow I feel like this should be a draw. But maybe this isn't so simple.
Well, you're struggling, aren't you? I mean, it may be a draw, but
actually, here I can also just play knight takes d5. Now that I think about it. Yeah, actually, sorry. This is what I saw. It was knight takes d5. Yeah, because what does white do here? Yeah, I thought this was just a simple draw.
Yeah.
Because I mean, worst case scenario, something like queen g3, I can even play knight takes b4. I think. And I mean, okay,
sure.
You're not going to get bishop c4 in time, so. I mean, I saw this and I figured this has to be holding.
Yes.
But queen e6 is definitely wrong, because now after king g7, I mean, white has to be very precise. Like rook c8, for example, I think was not correct. Yeah, because here I can take a rook a2. I saw something here. Is it takes? Okay, let's just say rook a2, for example. And I don't know, white has to play something like rook c2, or maybe rook a7 even. I mean, it's
and
getting...
you're basically just attacking here, and
exactly, yeah. White's pawns aren't going to be queening anytime soon either.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I mean, I figured even if I'm down a pawn, it doesn't matter.
From a practical point of view, you're not risking very much.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I felt like once Magnus allowed f3, bishop f1. I mean, he has no chances really to be better. I mean, especially with like both rooks on the board. If he could have gotten something like this with one rook on the board and he's controlling the right squares, then it's possible. But there's always a huge amount of counterplay, and yeah, I mean, he's very lucky here not to be like after queen e1, knight e4 just barely doesn't work. I mean, this is what I want to do, but unfortunately he has rook c2. And like. And actually, rook e8, and the point is he has queen d1. This is what I forgot about, because this is my original idea. But after queen d1, white's just holding everything together.
Yeah. And perhaps is...
Yeah, maybe now white's trying to play for the win again. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe queen h4 just forces a draw somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Queen H4, King G1, Queen G5 or something. Something
Or
stupid.
Queen check. Well, Queen check.
Queen check, King H5.
Queen E3.
And I have no tricks here. Yeah, I have no tricks here. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a bit too much.
Yeah. You started to
yeah.
lose the coordination a little
Right.
bit.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why Rook A2 is.
Yeah.
Because this also creates this threat Rook E2. This
Yes.
is
Yes.
yeah, very important
key,
as well.
Key threat. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean 2 threats, Rook E2 and now Knight E4. That's
Yeah.
the whole point because he doesn't have Rook C2 now.
Yeah.
But yeah, after Rook E7, I mean I played Knight G4 forcing the draw. After the game, Magnus asked me why I didn't play Knight
Yeah.
takes D5.
Well, that's what. Yeah.
But I didn't really feel like I should
Queen
be...
D2.
Yeah, no, I mean, I saw this, but I didn't really understand why I should be better, why I should be much better here. Like, takes, like, B5, for example.
And how is Rook?
No, I mean, I'll get an extra pawn. I'm
Yeah.
not saying...
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I can
yeah,
go Rook
yeah,
F2,
yeah,
Rook
yeah,
D5, Rook F1, and...
Yeah, sure.
And, I mean,
Yeah.
I can play 2 versus 1, but
Yeah,
there's really
okay.
no point to that, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I just played Knight G4, just to force
Yes,
the draw,
yes,
because I
yes,
just didn't see
okay.
anything great, so yeah, so it was a very interesting game.
Yeah. Good. Well, thank you very much for your comments, your enlightening comments, and